Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're just going to be doing a little unboxing on some stereo integrity 6.5 speakers. So these are sold as individual speakers. So if you want two, you're gonna have to put two in your cart. So anyways, we're just gonna do an unboxing today. And first thing we come across is all the information and whatnot here. So we'll just set that aside and come back to that later. They got pretty good packaging going on here. I like that. It's got the, all their name and everything. So I have already unboxed this first one here. And we'll come back to the screws later. But anyways, we'll just get right into the meat of her and get going. So anyways, the first thing what I noticed is the dished dust cap. A dish cap, and then I went to look on the back, and that cap is actually can't see too well, but anyways, that is just a single piece cap there. There's no paper backing or anything like that. And of course, secondly is the surround, the custom tooled surround. It's got a double S, and I think that's pretty good. So feeling the cone, it's actually really good and stiff. It's not flimsy or floppy or anything, unlike some other speakers that I've owned in the past. And also the similar thing with the surround. It's very stiff and rugged. It's got a good feel, like it's going to last a long time. So it's not real flimsy or anything like that. And of course, pushing down on it this way, as far as like the suspension goes, that's pretty good and stiff too. That's it feels like it's going to last a long time. So moving down the driver, next thing you're going to notice is the basket here. It's a custom tooled basket that they designed all themselves and everything. So you see how this half is open and then this half is closed, but it's not totally closed. It is open to the back of the cone to let the air through. But what that's for is so that when it's in the door, you're gonna have the terminals pointing down where it's open, and then of course the shielded part pointing up to where rain and water is going to come down your door that way. So anyways, that's a pretty good basket. I like it. It's all custom tooled and everything. And of course, moving down again, we have the top plate here. This is an XBL squared top plate, woofer design. So inside of in that where the gap is here, where the two top plates come together, there's actually a shorting ring, a machined. It's inserted. It's essentially a rabbet on the inside diameter of the top plates, and that's what makes the XBL squared. And then this slug here is not ferrite. It's actually very high end. Excuse me, neodymium. And feeling just the resistance and attraction of how much these screws hold on. It's some very strong neodymium. I mean, it is crazy how strong this stuff is. But anyways, going to the back, vented pull and vented gap. It's about 1.5 inch coil going that way. And that pretty much wraps up for everything on the outside of the driver. Push terminals rather than any kind of spade or anything like that, just because it's way easier, way faster. Oh, and another thing, so you can't actually see the coil, but anyways, there is plenty of venting and whatnot going on. But we can take a look at the spider landing. It's a very nice looking glue joint, if you ask me. Integrated style tinsel leads. So overall, this is a very nice looking driver. Every single piece on it is custom tooled. And yeah, so we'll go to the parameters page here. So again, here it says it utilizes XBL squared technology, yada yada. Designed for in-car use and everything like that. Some very good X-Max numbers, and then of course X-Max and Excursion are two different things. So you're going to be getting quite a bit of excursion. That's pretty much right at an inch right there. 120 watts power handling and a 4 ohm. And let's see, FS is 69 hertz. So that's going to be doing some really good mid bass, guys. And well, it also is designed for doing mid range too. So you actually can play voice on this. It's not a strictly mid bass. It is capable of doing both the mid bass and voice. So anyways, I'm just gonna go down to the next box here. Alright, so there they both are. So I've got a pack of screws right here, and I'm going to lift this motor up just by the neodymium. I'd say that's some pretty strong neodymium, wouldn't you say? So anyways, one last thing on the screws is he was very clear in his videos, in his product videos, that you must use these screws. They do actually look pretty much exactly like your standard drywall screws that pretty much anybody you're going to use anyways. But the one thing is that he wants you guys, all of us, to use these screws because they do not grab the surround. If you had a really big wide head on the screws here, it would clamp down and twist off that surround. And it very clearly says, just use the screws, and if you do not use the provided screws, that your warranty is void. So anyways, that was the unboxing for today. And I'm just going to go get these installed. If you'd like to see more about these, feel free to hit me up in the comments. Say, show us some install videos, and I'd be happy to do that for you guys. Alright, Inclined, signing out.